Hi there, this is Dr. Evan Osar with the Institute for Integrative Health and Fitness Education. Welcome to this edition of Integrative Movement Insider. And this is February 6th, our sixth newsletter for the brand new year, where our goal here is to help support you and help you make this year your best year ever as a health and fitness professional. And we're 4 weeks away, exactly 4 weeks away from a very special date in my life and a very special opportunity for you because of what's going to happen in 4 weeks from now. But that's another time. Today, we're here to talk about the foot and how the foot is such an important part of your client's overall health and well-being, especially for your clients that struggle with balance, walking, and or running issues. And as we head towards the spring and the warmer weather and the longer days, you can already tell that the days are getting longer. More people are going to get outside and walk and or run and do those exercises and activities they love to do outdoors. So the foot is a big part of that overall function. So over this next month of Integrative Movement Insider, we're going to look at strategies for improving foot function and helping your clients' feet feel better so they function better and so that your clients function better as well. One of the things we want to look at is an assessment to see how your client's foot is reacting to the ground and how their overall balance is. One of the assessments we'll use with our clients, especially our clients that like to walk and or run for exercise, is the step to single leg stance assessment. It will not be the only assessment you do. However, it's a great way to see how your client is organizing their balance, organizing their ankle, foot, as well as their knee, hip, and core in single leg stance, which your clients need to do during walking and or running. So simply have your client just stand with their feet together. If they can do this with bare feet, that'd be great. However, if your client struggles with balance issue or they have orthotics or it's not a good area to do it, you can do this with shoes on as well. Have your client simply step forward, catch themselves, go to single leg, and they should be able to catch themselves and maintain a nice balanced position. Head nice and long, TPC, that thoracolpelvic cylinder aligned, and their hip, knee, ankle, foot relatively well aligned. So then you repeat it on the opposite side. So again, just take a step forward as if they're walking forward, go to single leg stance, and the client should be able to stack themselves up, head, neck, over thoracolpelvic cylinder, over top their hip, knee, ankle, and foot. This side I struggle a little bit more on. I'm more on the outside of my foot. My ankle wobbles a little bit more, so I'm going to work on this side. Now again, the client can have issues with their core, their hip, their head and or shoulder complex that's driving their foot issues. But that's a topic for another day. We're going to focus more on the ankle and foot complex here in this video. So I'm going to share with you the Integrative Movement System corrective exercise strategy if we find out that the issue is indeed coming from the foot and ankle complex. So we're going to use the Roga, our favorite tool and device for releasing for myofascial release, as well as we're going to use the activator by the Roga, which is a sort of dome-shaped structure, and it's more flat on the bottom so it doesn't roll around. However, you can use whatever trigger point ball devices that you use with success. We like this because it does not roll around. Now, where you want to release most specifically for your clients, most frequently I should say, is gastroc soleus, posterior tibialis, and the long toe flexors. These are muscles that will make your toes curl, your client's toes curl, and make that midfoot rigid. So this is a great way, the Roga is a great tool to use to get in the backside of the posterior compartment. And again, use whatever devices you find best for your client. With the Roga, you have these different zones. You got zone 1 here, 2, 3, 4. We're going to put the calf, zone 2, right below the calf, behind the calf, not right behind the knee, but right on the calf itself. And from here, we're going to plantar flex, just to allow the leg to sink more deeply into the Roga. We're going to cross the leg over also to allow a little more pressure down, and then we can just plantar flex, hold for a count of 5, and then slowly release and dorsiflex to help stretch and lengthen that tissue that we just released. So again, it's a small contraction, a light contraction, pushing down with the opposite leg, down into the Roga to get a little bit deeper. We would take 3 or 4 different spots, moving the Roga down, 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 down the leg, and really get down where the gastroc soleus and that posterior tibialis comes around the medial side of the ankle to the bottom of the foot. Once you've done that, we're going to release the foot. We're going to use our activator, push the activator down, and again, we're going to start at the heel, and this is why another reason we like the activator is because it doesn't roll. Most of our clients are just doing this with a ball, and that's helpful, but not that helpful. This activator can get more specifically into different portions of the foot and through the arch. The only portion of the foot you never want to roll on or release or touch or rub is right underneath the base of the first metatarsal phalangeal joint, right underneath the ball of that first toe. But again, you can work every other area of the foot. Take time, especially around that midfoot portion. You also want to spread out the foot, because essentially what we want to create is more of that foot tripod position where there's pressure underneath the big toe, small toe, and heel. So we'll spread the foot around the ball, or in this case the activator, stretching the toes down towards the floor, and then we'll hold for a count of 5 and then have the client lengthen their toes up, extend but lengthen, not so much extend up towards the ceiling, but even just lengthen them out, because we want the foot to be on that tripod and we want the toes to be long once we get in the tripod position. So once you've done your release there as well, so a minute or 2 on the Rolga, a minute or 2 on the foot, now have your client stand up, because now that you've done your release, you want to help your client find their foot tripod in the standing upright position. So you can use a squat and or hip hinge. If your clients have knee problems, use a hip hinge. If you have clients don't have knee problems, use a squat position. Find the foot tripod. So big toe, small toe, heel. Make sure they're equal between big toe, small toe, heel. And your release work should have helped them get that foot tripod easier. So from here, toes go long. We want to make sure the toes stay long. There's no curling. There's no rolling in. It's nice control on that foot tripod, big toe, small toe, heel. From here, align the head and neck and thoraco-pelvic cylinder. Thorax over top the pelvis, hands go upon the pelvis. We'll just do some small squats, allowing the toes to stay long, hinging at the hips, maintaining alignment of the thoraco-pelvic cylinder as the toes lengthen as we lower, and then come back up to standing position. If you're doing a hip hinge, it's the same idea. Align the foot tripod, align the head, neck, and thoraco-pelvic cylinder, and now you're just going to do a hip hinge, same idea. Maintaining the foot tripod, maintaining those toes nice and long. So that way, you've done your release work, you've taught the client how to get into that foot tripod position so they maintain a better and more accurate or appropriate stabilization, base of stabilization, and now you work it into a functional pattern like the squat and or hip hinge to help incorporate the foot into the lower extremity and into an overall functioning pattern. If you've done your work well and you've looked at other things that maybe need to be released or activated, now have your client reassess. So again, just step, control, and again, the right side should still be good because I didn't have any issues to begin with. Check the other side, step, control, go to single leg stance, and a little bit better on that side, even though I could probably use a little bit more work on my left side. But again, if you've done the couple minutes of each pattern, you've done a few extra repetitions than I did here for video purposes, then your client should have improved balance on that side that they struggled with if the foot and ankle was their issue. So I hope this video helped explain how you can rather easily assess, use corrective exercise, and how to integrate this information into the fundamental movement patterns to improve balance so your clients walk better, so they run better, and overall just improve their overall foot function. And this is exactly what we're going to be covering this weekend at the Medical Fitness Conference out in Irvine, California. So if you're there, look forward to seeing you there. If you're not, we'll be bringing you updates throughout the weekend, and we'll be doing more on the ankle and foot throughout this coming month. So that way you can be the specialist that your current clients need and your potential clients will seek out so that they have improved balance, walking, and running. Because you know what clients are like when they can't run, especially your runners. When they can't run, they get a little ornery. So you want to help your clients feel their best and perform at their best, because that's why they come and see you as a specialist. So this is Dr. Evan Osar with the Institute for Integrative Health and Fitness Education. Check out our website at IIHFE for all the updates of our upcoming events, including Integrative Corrective Exercise Instructor Program, which is a 3-day intensive. We're coming to the Boston area later in March, so sign up for the early bird that's coming up here, and also check out all the updates that we have on our Instagram page as well. This month we're covering the ankle and foot complex as well at IIHFE on Instagram. Make it a great day, and we'll talk to you later this week from Institute for Integrative Health and Fitness Education. Take care.